in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They faked the handoff. Now Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The Dolphins at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Tua to throw again. And that is incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Tua on 4th down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hill. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Tua. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. And look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Dolphins 3, Giants 0.
2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Waddle going to have a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line. They'll run right side with Mostert.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He spins away. And he'll be out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on read.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the
10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also
Under pressure, and they got to him again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
the competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 44, Jones flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to throw. Jones able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. It's Barkley on the counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the 39, Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16.
And the Giants' 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Back to throw again, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Gano's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, Tagovailoa. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up in Foxborough. A few years ago, this would have been Breeze versus Brady. Now it's simply New Orleans at New England. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. The summertime signing and former Cowboy Ezekiel Elliott, a touchdown run. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Kenny Pickett has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Now Jones looking to throw on second down. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Jones on first down. And that's complete to Shepard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Down to about the 37.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Jones to throw on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
3rd and 2.
They'll run for it with A-Chain.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins 1st down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Tua going to throw.
A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's a slant to Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. They seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 17-3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants going to take over again on offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
Now Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Jones now on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 3rd and 12.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a